You look like a rapist.
At least no one will know who I am.
I know what we can talk about.
No.
Oh
How
my
have we not
god.
thought of that before?
God damn it. Let me tell you this little dandy.
This little gem.
This gem of a story.
We have like 50 of these.
I said this gem of a story.
It's implying one.
Of a story, like one. This girl on my cross-country team.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is kind of...
You said she's hot before you knew who we were talking about.
We can't put this on here, those parts. Those are gonna get us in trouble.
Dude, this makes me look so buff.
Why? Because your head looks smaller? Yeah. Anyways, this girl on our cross-country team has this boyfriend who is probably the worst person ever. Was kind of a D-bag. We wouldn't put up with it and stuff. She was like basically our sister, twice removed from a hat.
What?
I don't know. And so, us being guys in high school, we're like, let's get this guy back. Not like a normal TV job that you've ever seen before in your whole entire life.
300 rolls.
That wasn't this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you were
You
there.
weren't there with us. It was only cross-country team.
No. Fuck you. So ridiculously planned out. He planned it for probably like 2 months of pure...
Screw this. I'm not even...
Really?
Yeah. I'm getting bought.
After collecting these rolls, made off with it like greedy bandits. Fluffy marshmallows, 300 of them. Let's take him down to that girl, I guess. I don't know.
You went down on that girl?
But, so, all of us got really mad, and we drove to his house, pulled it up on Google Maps. The scariest invention ever. You could see everybody's house. We pull it up, we see his house, and we're like, let's get this guy. I made a pyramid of these stupid toilet paper rolls. It had God knows how many of them. A lot. So many toilet paper rolls. And after all this planning, and we set out to do this, we went to my friend Tim's house, and Tim's house was really nice, and his mom was great. She made us food. Yeah. So we went. It was great. We drove all the way up there, parked our little vehicle, and we're probably like a couple houses down. Had it all in duffel bags. Each one of us assigned one of them. We
annihilated this house. We used every single roll we had. Try and stand on one side of this yard and look
see
across.
through the house.
You couldn't see the other side of the yard because we had that much toilet paper.
It was like a shower.
It was like Christmas.
Of white.
It was Christmas.
It was Christmas. It was Christmas.
It was Christmas.
Throwing rolls, having a good old time, and
Blake
all of a sudden
kept getting 2 inches within the house.
This one kid would set off the light every time. Let's not go towards the house because there's this motion sensor there. Voila, the light comes on every time. We had just started, so we're throwing rolls after roll, and he's like, "Hey, what are you kids doing?" So we all freak out. We hide underneath like these trees and bushes, scared for my life. Dude, we're screwed. They got us. Wow, thank you for that mini heart attack. After that little scare, one of our friends is like, you know what, I'll just keep watch. I'll just stand on the corner and have this dog whistle. Like a legit, he stood on the corner and he would blow it every time. I don't know. He stood on the corner.
But we went for like 3-4 hours.
We were there for, yes. For
unloading
late in
all
the
these
night.
toilet papers. Making a Christmas wonderland for this...
This poor soul who just got shit on. No pun intended. And after demolishing this house for such a long time, we were getting this area, and we still had this whole area to get. Completely covered that whole side of the house that we hadn't even seen yet. This is amazing. Like, this is the most beautiful job I have ever seen with my eyes in TP ever in my whole life.
So we added to it.
Yep. Completely dressed the whole house. And me and my friend, Michael... We're like, you know what would be a genius idea?
No, I'm telling this part.
This is
I'm
great.
Telling this part. Everybody else is in a car except for this boy and another kid. I'm going to park across the street so that once they ring the doorbell, then they can run up to my car and we can floor it out of there. Well, we're leaving. We're pulling out. Here's the main road. Right here. Right there. So we're coming out. We're going to go right. As we come up to this intersection, a car pulls in. with his lights on and slowly drives by the house. He has no idea that our cars are involved in this.
But he obviously sees this
He sees
colossal disappointment completely obliterated their whole yard. Like a giant white bomb. We're sitting there. This guy obviously knows what the hell's going on. And it's like, I should probably inform them. Me and my friend Michael still out there, and I'm like, you know what? I saved these packets of sardines. This package of sardines for like 2 years. Green on them. And really gross. They were like jalapeno flavored sardines. Absolutely disgusting. So he opens it, and he puts it on the windshield, and it probably eroded.
It ate through the glass.
It smelled like death in a can. Throw it on the windshield. You know what? To top this off, like, we should probably go ring the doorbell. In the meantime, this little car passes by, and the guy looks at us, and we freeze like mannequins so he doesn't see us. Michael's hopping around the tree as the guy's, like, driving by. He's, like, hiding behind this tree, and I'm laying on the ground trying to become flat.
Now, at this point, I've seen this car drive by at a snail's pace. Okay.
It was so slow.
Jump out of my car, and I run down to them, and I say, you have to do this now, or not at all, because that guy is definitely
calling them.
He's going to fuck us over.
Okay, let's go ring the doorbell. So we walk up there, but when we ring the doorbell, there's this light in the background. I turn to Michael, and I'm like...
Oh, wait. Detail. I've come down, and I've told them, okay, the car is directly up this way. Go this way to get to the car.
Take a right after you ring the doorbell.
Yeah.
I even remember him saying it.
I'm sitting there right next to them, and we see this light come from the door.
And I'm like...
So, me and my friend Michael, not this one, me and my Michael, we run right. Jonah... after the 3 seconds after I informed him, runs the complete opposite direction. We run right, he runs directly left. Not like, oh, I'm gonna run down the road left. He's running through people's yards, directly left, jumping the fences.
Deer in the headlights, okay? Guy opens the door and realizes that there's just this massive whiteness in front of him that had not previously existed.
He
didn't even say a word. Just doesn't say anything. Me and Michael just turn to each other. And then we run all the way down the street. I take a left. I didn't go right. And everybody else went right towards the car. I just kept going, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm so nervous. And all of a sudden, I see Dominic flying down the road in his car.
We're looking for this dipshit.
Like freaking salvation. I run out in the road, screaming with my hands up in the air. Stop! Stops his car. I jump through the window, and we take off. We don't have Tim. So we go on this massive search and are like, wow, Tim, what the hell? And we can't find him.
Why?
I don't know. We park in this parking lot.
To take a shit in that woods. You remember that?
Yes.
You guys,
Michael screaming about the fish on his fingers.
I'm like, I have to shit.
Maybe we should leave this little place that we're at. Get out of the parking lot. We're driving.
There was nobody behind it.
No, there wasn't.
Was zero.
There was wind behind that car. So then we decide to go back to the park. We're listening outside, and all of a sudden we hear this really faint, this tiny little whistle in the background. And sure enough, that was Tim with the dog whistle. So it's probably a good idea he brought that. That was a 5-hour adventure that night.
Now wait, the kicker. It was the wrong house.
I remember that. We found that out like a week later.
We actually found out that the guy lived like 3 houses down.
Oh, that's
and
great.
We actually got some poor old couple that I feel terrible.
Awful. I went to confession. I couldn't handle it.
All I could picture
is just the white.
Some 90-year-old guy walking around.
I'm like, who the fuck are these kids? How does that even happen? That must have sucked. That was a fun night. That was crazy.
He probably still has toilet paper.
You couldn't even see through the whole lawn. It was just completely covered with white. And they all went to the floor. So it was a good job.
It was a good day. What else did we do?